Who knows if this will become a regular thing or not, but let's pretend like it is. Here are Nick's picks for the NASCAR Cup Series race at Las Vegas on Sunday, the Penzoil 400. This weekend, we put some of the unpredictability of Daytona and Atlanta's drafting style racing behind us. Sunday will tell us a lot about who the contenders might be this season, especially on the intermediate tracks that include Texas, Kansas, and Charlotte in the next couple months. Kyle Larson is the overwhelming favorite this weekend in Vegas, around plus 400 to win, and I am not taking him at those odds. He could be a great candidate for a live bet if they have some early adversity, though. I've just had way too many Larson tickets burned in the closing laps the last few years. He is not worth the risk to me as such a favorite, but the numbers say in the next-gen car, he's 3 for 4 on top 2 finishes and one last fall. His only finish not in the top 2 in the last 2 years were when he and Bubba Wallace tangled while battling near the front back in 2022. If you are dying to take him, Bet Rivers plus 450 was the best I've found so far. There's a reason he's the overwhelming favorite, but I am not buying yet. Now, my 2 favorite bets for this week are Joey Logano and Ross Chastain. Joey is plus 1,500 to win at Bet Rivers. He arguably had one of the best, if not the best cars the last 2 weeks. I don't put a ton of stock into last week and Daytona for speed this week, but between that speed, Joey's history at Vegas, and the new Ford nose, I am optimistic that the 22 returns to contention on intermediate tracks, and that begins on Sunday. Logano won here in the next-gen car in the fall of 2022 in his championship season. That was before the Fords fell flat on these kind of tracks last year. He also won here in 2019 and 2020, so he knows his way to victory in Las Vegas. I am willing to ride with Joey Logano for plus 1,500. Ross Chastain, another one that I like this weekend. In the next-gen era, he has 4 races, 3 top 5 finishes, and a 12th. They've come out and had winning speed in the first 2 races, although again, Daytona and Atlanta speed don't necessarily translate to Las Vegas, but it's still something to keep in mind. Odds have him around the number 9 favorite, plus 1,400 is the best I found for him at Bet Rivers, plus 1,300 at BetMGM. Some books have him as low as plus 1,000. I would probably avoid that, but as always, find your best odds. Lastly, my favorite longer shot line for this week is Bubba Wallace at plus 2,500 at Bet Rivers. Back-to-back top 5 finishes to start the season, and now we get to the kind of track that the 23 shines on. I'm looking at Kansas. He's won there before, could have won last fall before issues, and he's had speed at Vegas as well. I like Bubba at plus 2,500 this week. So my picks for the week: Ross Chastain plus 1,400, Joey Logano plus 1,500, and Bubba Wallace plus 2,500, all at Bet Rivers. As always, lines can be way different from book to book, so when you find a spot you like, make sure you find the best odds available to you. Thank you. Nick's picks in the books.